Listen. Breathe. Let these words settle softly in the depths of your being, where silence has lingered too long and hope has been tucked away like a fragile ember. A whisper floats through the air around you, not loud, not demanding, but insistent. It says, "This moment is holy. Lean in." Archangel Michael is here. He is not a distant figure on the edge of imagination. He is not a shadow, nor a memory. He is a presence, a certainty, a shield, a current of light that moves through the unseen. And now, he leans closer, his voice a gentle, urgent vibration that calls you to receive. Perhaps you have been walking for years with an emptiness that felt permanent. Perhaps you have prayed, pleaded, and waited in quiet desperation, believing that nothing would respond. Now, that waiting gathers, not as punishment, but as a pulse, ready to surge into manifestation. The universe holds its breath, and the air trembles at the brink of something unseen yet unmistakably near. This is not about luck. This is not a wish sent carelessly into the void. This is a declaration. The world beneath your feet is shifting, quietly, powerfully, inevitably. And what arrives will be beyond expectation, a gift you had not dared imagine for yourself. Close your eyes for a heartbeat. See it, a single, golden thread descending from the heavens, soft as the first light of dawn. It touches your chest just above your heart. It is warmth, gentle, unwavering, comforting, like sunbeams slipping through the cracks of a frosted window. That warmth is a promise. It does not demand perfection, nor insist on proofs of worth. It only asks that you open. Unclench your hands. Release the tension in your shoulders. Archangel Michael's hand hovers over yours, firm yet tender, and he says, "You are safe now." The path ahead, once cluttered with obstacles, fear, and hesitation, is cleared. Stones that have slowed your steps are lifted. A circle of protection forms around what is delicate, what is sacred, what longs to be brought into the light. You may have carried secrets, guilt, regret, loss, truths that were never spoken aloud. Imagine these secrets as a heavy chest you have dragged behind you. For too long, you believed that its weight was yours to bear, that inside it lay the proof of your unworthiness. Today, Archangel Michael sets the chest gently before you. He opens it. Inside, there is not devastation. There is not shame. There is insight. There are lessons etched with courage, sparks of possibility, reminders of the strength you have carried quietly. The miracle begins not by erasing the past, but by revealing its purpose. What you endured becomes the soil in which new life will root itself. There are forces at work, angels and unseen guides who have watched over you with relentless care. Perhaps it is a loved one who has passed, whispering in your memory. Perhaps it is an angel, nameless but present. Perhaps it is God, speaking in a language so subtle you almost miss it, a language of comfort, guidance, and mercy. This presence surrounds you now like a cloak woven from compassion. Step into it. Let it soften the edges of your being. Let it steady your breath. Miracles do not always announce themselves with grandeur. They arrive quietly, sometimes as small shifts, subtle openings, a gentle rearrangement of your life's pieces. If fear presses against your chest, if worry about health, love, or dreams roots itself deep, Archangel Michael brings a clarifying light. He does not hand you a map with every twist and turn. Instead, he gives a compass, a quiet, unshakable guidance, a still voice that says, "Step forward. One right step at a time." When confusion clouds your mind, when choices seem obscured by fog, a beam of light will illuminate the next safe place to stand. Miracles do not leap over the necessary process, they begin in the courage to move, in the commitment to take the next honest step. This is the miracle now offered, the removal of hesitation, the rekindling of trust, the return of courage. Open your hands. Release the shield you have held so tightly. Archangel Michael does not ask for perfection, he asks for presence, for willingness, for the readiness to say, I will try again. Say it aloud if you can, I am ready to receive what God has for me. Let it vibrate through your chest, breaking the cobwebs of old pain. With each breath, a new space emerges, room for blessing, room for grace. Now, pay attention to the signs. Miracles rarely announce themselves with glitter and fanfare. They may appear as doors that open unexpectedly, a message at the perfect moment, a reconciliation spoken in hushed words, or a sudden inspiration that ignites your spirit. Sometimes they come in the tangible forms, a gift, a meeting, a call. More often, they arrive as subtle shifts in perception that reveal the abundance already leaning toward you. Watch for the synchrony, the repeated numbers, the patterns, the people who appear as guides, the doors that swing open with inexplicable ease. These are the footprints of the divine, moving you forward with tenderness and precision. Do not be startled if your body reacts first. Perhaps a weight in your chest will lift, the tightness easing like a tide receding. Perhaps sleep comes gently, restoring what months of unrest stole. Perhaps tears will come not of sorrow, but of release. Let them flow. Let them speak the language of the soul unburdening itself. Allow the cleansing water to wash the path clear. It is sacred. It is holy. If you have been longing for a relationship to heal, imagine a table set between you and the other. Archangel Michael stands there, offering a place for honesty, for mercy, for truth. He does not force confessions or manufacture drama. He simply opens the space, invites sincerity, and brings the courage to speak and the wisdom to listen. The miracle is not always a return to what once was, but the emergence of newness, of kindness, of boundaries that honor both hearts, of understanding that mends old wounds. If reconciliation is not meant, the miracle may appear as peace, as acceptance, as the gentle quiet of surrender. Either way, your soul is guided toward what honors it most. If finances have weighed on you, if worry lines your face, know this, the divine does not measure your worth by numbers in a bank. Yet providence works in the practical as well as the spiritual. Opportunities will arrive sometimes unexpectedly through people, ideas, or sudden openings. Keep your hands open to receive help, both material and spiritual. Say silently now, God, guide the hands that will help me and prepare my hands to work with what comes. Notice how the universe arranges small miracles when faith is paired with steady action. If illness or concern touches you or another, hold gently. Healing may arrive in surprising ways, a treatment that works, a friend with a crucial suggestion, the alignment of care that finally clicks. Sometimes healing transforms the body, sometimes it restores the spirit, shifting how you bear life's burdens. Trust that intelligence of healing moves unseen. Speak kindly to your body. Nourish it. Rest it. Pray that every cell remembers resilience. Invite Archangel Michael to guard your concerns, standing sentinel with his sword and his mercy. Miracles do not negate your responsibility, they magnify it. When the divine opens a window, step through. When a hand reaches for you, take it. Cooperation between human will and divine grace is required. When the path clears, act. Decisions are part of the miracle. Miracles are not passive spectacles, they are invitations to participate. Be wary of fear disguised as caution. Fear will whisper to wait, to hesitate, to doubt. You are being called to move. Archangel Michael's presence lingers as a quiet insistence, not loud but impossible to ignore. It is the kind of insistence that opens doors inside your own heart that you didn't even know were locked. A shift is happening, subtle yet unstoppable. What has been stagnant begins to move. What has been hidden is called into light. You may feel the stirrings of change as a whisper, almost like a wind brushing across the surface of a still lake. It is not chaos, but a gentle stirring, a ripple that promises movement. Perhaps it has been a long time since you felt hope rise like this. Perhaps you have thought it lost, misplaced, or hidden behind fear. Today, that hope is stretching its wings, waiting only for your permission to soar. Archangel Michael does not demand anything from you but your attention, your willingness to notice the small cues and take the next step. He does not promise the road will be smooth, but he promises that the steps you take now will lead you closer to alignment, clarity, and the unfolding of what has always been intended for you. Even when the path seems uncertain, the next step is always illuminated if you are ready to see it. Perhaps you have been carrying burdens, expectations, obligations, hidden fears so tightly that you forgot they were not yours to carry alone. Picture them as weights or stones that have been strapped to your shoulders. Archangel Michael kneels beside you, taking each one in turn, examining it, and showing you its purpose. The weight you believed was punishment is now revealed as preparation. Every challenge endured, every pain survived, every moment of endurance becomes the fertile soil for miracles to grow. You may wonder if you are ready, if you are worthy, if you are capable. Archangel Michael's presence answers not with words, but with certainty. You have been ready all along. You are capable. You are deserving not because of perfection, but because you exist, because you breathe, because you have chosen to rise again and again. Miracles are not always dramatic. They do not always arrive with a burst of fire or fanfare. They often arrive as quiet realignments, a door opening at the right time, a conversation that shifts the trajectory of your path, an idea that sparks at the exact moment it is needed. Pay attention to these subtleties. The divine rarely shouts, it whispers. The whispers are everywhere, signals, nudges, signs that you are being guided, protected, and prepared. If your heart has been broken, if you have felt the sting of loss, know this: Archangel Michael does not remove the pain without reason. Instead, he reveals the lessons hidden within it. He allows you to see that every heartbreak was a doorway, every loss a teacher, every struggle a seed of strength planted for your future. Your tears are not weakness, they are the sacred language of release. Allow them to fall freely, and know that each one waters the ground for the blessings that are approaching. If there is confusion clouding your mind, if doubt has whispered that your steps will fail, Archangel Michael offers clarity like a lantern in the dark. He will not hand you a complete map of the future. He does not tell you every detail of what is to come. But he shines a light on what you need in this exact moment. One step at a time, one decision at a time, one act of faith at a time. That is how miracles begin, not by bypassing the process, but by honoring each step and trusting the rhythm of the unfolding. You may encounter people, opportunities, or circumstances that feel like coincidence, but nothing is random. The universe aligns itself in patterns you may not immediately see. Pay attention. Synchronicities are the divine footprints guiding you toward your destiny. A person may appear with a crucial message, an opportunity may present itself as if by chance, but every detail is purposeful. The divine moves with precision, and you are invited to notice, to engage, and to respond. Archangel Michael encourages you to open your hands and heart fully. If you have been clinging to fear, to old habits, to the illusion of control, release it now. He does not ask you to be perfect, he asks you to be present, to step forward with courage even when your knees shake. I will try again, you may whisper. Repeat it until it resonates with every fiber of your being. With each repetition, old wounds loosen. With each breath, space opens for blessings, for grace, for the miracles awaiting you. Perhaps there is a relationship, long strained or quiet with unspoken tension, that you have been hoping to mend. Imagine Archangel Michael standing between you, not judging, not forcing, but offering a space for truth, honesty, and mercy. The miracle is not always in restoration, but in transformation, a new way of seeing, a new way of being, a new boundary that protects both hearts. Sometimes the miracle is peace, sometimes understanding, sometimes the courage to release and step forward. Either way, your soul is guided toward what honors its deepest purpose. If worry has consumed your nights, if finances, health, or uncertainty have stolen your rest, Archangel Michael reminds you, your value is never measured by scarcity. Divine provision flows in forms both practical and subtle. Opportunities will appear, often when you least expect them. A new project, a helpful hand, an idea, or a resource may arrive at the perfect moment. Keep your hands and heart open to receive what is offered. Pair your faith with steady action, and the universe will conspire in your favor. If healing is needed, whether for yourself or another, remember that restoration often comes in unexpected ways. A treatment, a conversation, a sudden insight, or alignment of circumstances can be miraculous. Sometimes healing is physical, sometimes emotional, sometimes spiritual. Trust the intelligence of life itself, and honor your own body and mind with care, attention, and gratitude. Archangel Michael stands as sentinel, guardian, and guide, ready to protect and comfort, ready to help the divine work through all that surrounds you. Miracles do not absolve responsibility, they magnify it. When a hand reaches for you, take it. When a door opens, step through. When the light shows the way, move. Fear will always whisper to wait, to doubt, to hesitate, but this is the time to move, to trust, to embrace the guidance before you. Your life is ready. Your miracles are ready. Now, feel the energy around you. The air itself seems charged, humming with possibility. Your body responds first, a lightness, a release, a subtle shifting of the heart and mind. You are stepping into a new rhythm, one that is aligned with your purpose, your gifts, and your divine calling. Every thought of fear that once ruled you is replaced by the knowing that you are not alone, that you are protected, and that you are loved beyond measure. Open your hands. Open your heart. Allow the divine to flow through you. Trust the unfolding. Speak your truth. Step forward into your blessings. Do not doubt. Do not hesitate. The miracles are already here, they have always been here, they simply wait for you to receive them. Archangel Michael's sword of protection is at your side, his river of mercy flows around you, and his presence whispers, you are safe. You are seen. You are loved. Receive.